I can't fucking hear you. Turn it up. Just don't say I didn't warn you. His primary concern was making a million, being the illest hustler that the world ever seen. He used to fuck movie stars and slip coke in his dreams. A corrupted young mind at the age of 13. Nigga never had a father and his mom was a fiend. She put the pipe down, but for every year she was sober. Her son's heart simultaneously grew colder. He started hanging out, selling bags in the projects, checking the young chicks looking for hit and run prospects. He was fascinated by material objects, but he understood money never bought respect. He built a reputation because he could hustle and steal, but got locked once and didn't hesitate to squeal. Criminals he chilled with didn't think he was real. See, me and niggas like this have never been equal. I don't project my insecurities on other people. He feeding for props like addicts with pipes and meters. So he felt he had to prove to everyone he was evil. A feeble-minded young man with infinite potential. The product of a ghetto-bred capitalistic mental. Coincidentally dropped out of school to sell weed, dancing with the devil, smoked until his eyes were bleed. But he was sick of selling trees and gave it into his greed. Gotta tell you about the little homie. So Billy started robbing niggas, anything he could do to get his respect back in the eyes of his crew. Started fights over little shit up on the block. Stepped up to selling mothers and brothers to crack rock. Working overtime, making money for the crack spot. Hit the jackpot and wanted to move up to cocaine. We're building a Scarface fantasy, stuck in his brain. Tired of them hood niggas, treating them the same. He wanted to be major like the cutthroats and the thugs. But when they tried to step to him, niggas showed him no love. They told him any motherfucking coward can sell drugs. Any bitch nigga with a gun can bust love. Any nigga with a red shirt can front like a blood. Even Puffy smoked the motherfucker up in the club. But only a real dog can stab someone till they die. Standing in front of them, staring straight into their eyes. Billy realized that these men were well guarded, and they wanted to test him before business started. Suggested raping a chick to prove he was cold-hearted. Now he had a choice between going back to his life or making money with made men up in the sun. His dreams about cars and ice made him agree. A hardcore nigga is all he ever wanted to be. So he met them Friday night at 2:45. Let's take this ride. They know about the project slow while it was raining. Smoking blunts, drinking and joking for entertainment. Till they saw a woman on the street walking alone. 3 in the morning coming back from work on her way home. So they quietly got out the car and followed her. Walking through the projects, the darkness swallowed her. They wrapped the shirt around her head and knocked her onto the floor. This is it, kid. Now you got your chance to be wrong. So Billy yoked her up and grabbed the chick by the hair and dragged her into a lobby that had nobody there. Struggled hard, but they forced her to go up the stairs. Got to the roof and then they held her down on the ground, yelling, "Shut the fuck up! Stop moving around!" The shirt covered her face, but she screamed and clawed. Billy stomped on the bitch till he broke in her jaw. Them dirty bastards knew exactly what they were doing. They kicked her until they cracked the ribs and she stopped moving. Blood leaking through the claw, she cried silently. And then they all proceeded to rape her violently. Billy was made to go first, but each of them took a turn, ripping her up and choking her until her throat burned. Her broken jaw moved for God, but they weren't concerned. When they were done and she was lying bloody, broken and bruised, one of the niggas pulled out a brand new 22. He told them that she was a witness for what she gone through, and if he killed her, he was guaranteed a spot in the crew. He thought about it for a minute, she was practically dead, so he leaned over and put the gun right to her head. Now I have to end my story for you, Chicago. The only way that it can end. Right before he pulled the trigger and ended her life, he thought about the cocaine with the platinum and ice, and he felt strong standing along with his two brothers. Cocked the gap to her head and pulled back the shirt cover. But what he saw made him start to cringe and stutter, because he was staring into the eyes of his own mother. She looked back at him and cried because he had forsaken her. She cried more painfully than when they were raping her. His whole world stopped. He couldn't even contemplate his corruption that successfully changed his fate. And he remembered how his moms used to come home late, working hard for nothing, because now what was he worth? He turned away from the woman that had once given him birth and cried out to the sky because he was lonely and scared. But only the devil responded because God wasn't there. And right then he knew what it was to be empty and cold, so he jumped off the roof paper, listening to Lil Doug's flow. You'll be standing right next to you, and you wouldn't know. The devil grows inside the hearts of the selfish and wicked. White, brown, yellow, and black color is not restricted. You have a self-destructive destiny when you're inflicted. And every one of God's children that fell for the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. So when the devil wants to dance with you, you better say never. Cause a dance with the devil might last you forever. Before we say anything, please, I just have to say something very quickly, please. Just let me say something very quickly. Every time when I used to perform this song, when I first wrote it, people would come up to me and they say, Technique, that's such a fucked up story. Is that shit true? Did it really happen?